Hello, this is Christina Yonkman, and I'm going to share with you my module for Understanding My Community, and I work with the Garden City Achieve Schools in Garden City, Kansas. I'd like to start with the customs and traditions in our community. We have a lot of different variety of activities that both students and families attend, and we also do some of these through the school. We have a large Beef Empire Days in the summer right before our Finney County Fair. We have a music tumbleweed festival in the summer. We participate in the Christmas parade. It's a parade of lights. And there is a fall fest where community members and the students with their organizations, they can have booths there. The Garden City Community Mexican Fiesta is a large event in Garden City. And then we offer a homecoming parade through the high school, and we also have a Veterans Day parade. So those are just a few of the activities that our community is involved in that takes time from our students and families. As far as the population in our school district, USD 457 is the second largest employer in Garden City. This high school that I'm at, which is our alternative center, we have 285 students over 4 different entities. We have our Achieve High School, which is 9th through 12th graders, our therapeutic education program, which is K through 12. We have a day school, which is K through 12, and then a virtual school, which is 7th grade through adults. Our building is made up primarily of 35% female and 65% male students. We have 47% second language learners, and we have a 78% minority enrollment. And within our district, not just my building, there are over 40 languages and dialects spoken. We have a variety of ways that we communicate with families and the community members. We have a lot of social media presence. We do Facebook, Twitter. We even have a teacher and his students that are involved in a TikTok challenge, and their videos are getting quite a few reviews. Our district uses the district website, and we also use our student database system, which is Skyward. Our communication tool for the district is a Remind app, and so that is a way to get out to students and families. And then in the middle of the page, you see there several radio stations that help promote school activities for us, and we do various events with them. We rely on community groups at Garden City Achieve a lot just because we are a smaller school and we don't have as much funding as the larger high school. And so we work a lot with Finney County Live Well. They are a grant program that offer drug education awareness, vaping, lots of just different health events throughout the year. Our Garden City Ministerial Alliance is really good about helping recognize teachers and do teacher appreciation events throughout the year. Garden Valley Church is a church right next to our building, and we use that for our therapeutic education's gym because we do not have a gym in our building. Compass Behavioral Health is actually contracted with us, and they are present in our building because they work with our therapeutic students. We reach out to Garden City Community College for a lot of career and college readiness events. And then I personally rely on Western Kansas Community Foundation and United Way for grant money. We've provided food boxes for our families over the last couple years, and they are really good about providing grant money for various needs throughout the district. Leadership within the community. We have a lot of different entities that we work with and that provide leadership for the district. Our Chamber of Commerce works with us in a variety of ways as far as student internships and also job shadowing opportunities for our students. We have a Lions Club who helps us with our vision program for our students. Students can sign up for the Real Men, Real Leaders and the Women of Purpose, and this is a community group that offers them leadership skills. We have the City of Garden City and Finney County. We work both closely with them. We do have a Citizens Academy where students can sign up and learn more about law enforcement. We also rely on Garden City Downtown Vision. They provide a lot of our activities and events throughout the year, but they also are part of our growth in the community as far as our businesses. And then we have Big Brothers, Big Sisters present in our building, and our students can sign up for that. We have several associations in the district that offer scholarship opportunities, And then we also work closely with the YMCA, and they actually offer a summer grant program, which offers food for our students when they're not in school. So Garden City and Finney County is growing. Even with the difficult economic time right now, we continue to grow. There is groundwork going on right now for another shopping and business center. We have a huge rural housing development program that has been started several years and continues to grow. I mean, houses are just going up all over the place. Now, unfortunately, it has caused our rental prices to go up, but it is definitely showing growth and development. We have a new company, Empirical, coming in, which will, I believe, hire over 250 people. And it is similar to Tyson, except they do the ground food part of it. We have numerous hotels and restaurants have opened and are opening. And then we are in the process of having a sporting complex go up in Garden City. As far as the political structure, we rely heavily, of course, on our local school board. This has been interesting over the last year. We have several new, the majority actually are new board members, so that's kind of been some growing pains. But we do work closely with our local school board and, of course, the Kansas State Department of Education and our Kansas legislature. As you're all aware, there's been some major changes there that have affected schools, and so we work closely with our local politicians, and we're hoping to work through those issues. And we also work with our county commissioners and our city council on various projects throughout the year. So before I start this next slide, I do want to preface this with saying that the information I'm sharing here is not necessarily my personal views, but this is part of our community, and this is definitely something that has made Garden City what they are today. We are known as the melting pot of Western Kansas. We have a variety of different population, and so it has created some social tensions. The first thing I want to talk about, though, is just the social tension between our high school and our alternative high school. And I think maybe I noticed this a little bit more because I was actually a counselor at the high school before I moved to the alternative. But we are two separate buildings, two separate entities, and so of course that means two separate graduation rates. So we do have this tension, as far as who's going to take what students and whose graduation rate are they going to affect. And that is something that we are really working on. My new principal over the last couple years has been really good in helping us with that. And I continue to work to build that relationship with the high school. But that's one of the social tensions. The other social tensions within our community have to do with the influx of our Somalian population. And just recently, we've had a lot of Afghan refugees. This has created tension in the fact that I just don't think people understand. They don't work with them every day like we do at school. So it creates tension because community members don't understand their way of living. They don't understand their customs. They don't all know how to drive. And so we have tension between, people that get frustrated because we have a lot of automobile accidents. We have some of the Somalian population that will run into apartment complexes. It's just kind of part of the growing pains. But that has also been positive for our school because it allows us to hire additional personnel and get additional resources and funding to help us accommodate and work with these populations as they move into our community. Unfortunately, we've also seen an increase of drugs from Mexico come in, and that Finney County Live Well that I talked about earlier, they are a big part of our drug education program. The picture there in the middle of the fentanyl drug there, that was just a bust that happened just recently here in Finney County. We have a huge drug task force working right now and trying to stop a lot of the drug increase that has come into our community. I'm sure you have all been aware of the plot to bomb a community in Garden City, and that was back in, I believe, 2017-18. And so the picture there are the three gentlemen that were arrested for that. Our local police were able to stop that before that happened. That created a lot of social tension here. However, I think in the end it has also been a positive outcome because it has allowed us to understand the community and the population. The picture up in the left-hand corner is a rally with our Somalian population, as well as some school district people and just other population in the community that are out there supporting, thanking the police officers and law enforcement, and letting them know that everyone in our community is cared for and loved. So that takes us to our previous community efforts. As I said, we are growing, and over the last 10 years, we've had a lot of growth. We have a wind turbine company called TP&L. You've all seen the wind turbine, the wind turbines that are out in to create power, and so we have that operation here. We also had a new mall created called the Schulman Crossing. Over just the last 5-6 years, a new water park was created along with a new hotel. We had a bond issue that was passed, and we got a new city pool. It's called the Garden Rapids at the Big Pool. And then in 2012, there was a $92 million bond issue passed, and we now have the third largest high school in Kansas. So it's not just recent growth, but over the last 10 years, we have had a lot of community efforts to help us with our growth. Next, we're going to talk about power. When I think about behind the scenes, I think about these two families. And when I've been talking about all the growth of Finney County and Garden City, a lot of it has to do with the O'Brate family and Mr. Sammy. Both of these men have worked, they have businesses. The O'Brates have a large oil company, and Sammy owns the American Warrior Construction, and they have actually worked together on quite a bit to bring hotels, restaurants. They are the two gentlemen that are working on the sports complex that I mentioned. Unfortunately, there was some legal issues, kind of a battle going on, and so that slowed things down, but I believe that is back in the works now. So when I think about these two people, I do think about power behind the scenes. The O'Brate family also has an O'Brate Foundation that offers wonderful scholarships for our students when they get ready to go to college. They also offer emergency scholarships for other things besides just education. So these are the two families that I think of when I think of power and behind the scenes. As far as our school and how we deal with multicultural issues, we do allow posters, handouts, and pamphlets. They do have to be approved through the principal. We do have students that attend the Garden City Community College Hispanic Day. We have numerous participation in parades, like I mentioned earlier. I was a little surprised when I went to look at our dress code. I thought there was something in there that talked about, with exception of our religion or your beliefs, and I was thinking it had something to do with head covers, but I did not find anything, so maybe that has been taken out. But our school does allow, if a culture has a specific dress code, or they wear head turbans or head gear, then that is allowed. There has never been an issue with that. And then another way that we allow multicultural issues and how we get information out there is through district and community videos. Right after the bomb plot, there was a huge community video that came out that talked about the diversity of Garden City, and they included community and the school. And then our district website has information and videos. Actually, when they hire people, the diverse part of Garden City and Finney County is a big attraction, and they do talk about that a lot in our website and on videos. So how do we get public information out there? How do we know what the public wants? We do have a site council, which we have community members allowed to sit on that site council. We have numerous building committees, and we do allow parents and community members to serve on those. We offer a variety of surveys through the community and through parents and students. We allow public comment at every Board of Education meeting. And when we have larger events, we have public information meetings. For example, when the new school bond issue was passed, I remember there was several public information meetings held. Even when we hire our superintendent, they have public information meetings. So we do, I think, a really good job of getting the public's opinion and sharing information with them. So the last part here is when we started to look at the weaknesses and the strengths. And if you noticed on all of my slides, I had the bullets listed there. As I started to go back and look at every slide, I really felt like I couldn't remove any of those bullets. And I really thought long and hard about that. But honestly, even through all of the diversity and any of the negative effects that we've had in our community, I feel like in the end, it still helps our students learning. They learn from it. It has helped our school improvement because, like I said, we've been able to hire additional staff and we've been able to get additional support in our schools. We're always advocating for the needs of our school and community based on these, the melting pot and just the different community needs that we have. And I feel like through all of this, we're engaging our families, we're engaging the community, we're engaging our staff and students. And in the end, that is promoting the success of everyone. So that's kind of my take on our weaknesses and strengths. If we had to choose one area, I would say it would probably be the slide where we did talk about the conflicts that we have, where I talked about, the bomb plot and just people that aren't used to our influx of population, getting to know them. But overall, I feel like even though maybe it is a weakness in the community, it's actually helped create a stronger, better school district for our students. So to close here, I'm going to share my correlation, my relevancy, and my personal reflection. As far as the correlation, this assignment really helped me dig deeper into my community. Every slide I created had some type of connection to what do our students need, what do our staff need. It engaged our families and our community, and ultimately it helped with the success of everyone. As far as the relevancy, doing this assignment really helped me make a few more connections within the school district and the community. I wasn't born in Garden City, but I've lived here for over 15 years. So I always enjoy learning more about what makes our community the way it is, what makes it the diverse melting pot that it is, and that community engagement is what makes our school district continue to grow and be successful. And last, my reflection as a future building leader, I will use this information to help build relationships. I want to make sure that my staff and students are successful. I will make sure I know and understand the community connections as far as when I start to introduce programs and events in my building. As you saw in the slides, Garden City is growing, so I will make sure that I stay connected and up to date on those changes in our community so that that can help strengthen student learning in our building. And here are a list of my references among Garden City and Finney County. So I really appreciate your time today, and thank you very much.